Okay, here's the deal. I woke up one morning and I heard this beep, 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 and I was seeing smoke in the air. So I said, okay, it must be a smoke alarm. I went downstairs to the main level, all the way to the basement, and I'm still seeing this smoke, but none of the other smoke alarms are triggered. So I came back upstairs. I stepped outside. I said, well, maybe this is smoke from another fire, and I was seeing smoke outside. So I looked down to the lady to my left and I said, do you see that smoke? And she looked at me like I was 14 karat crazy and said, no, she didn't see the smoke. She had this puzzled look on her face. So I went back in the house and I'm still seeing the smoke. By now, I'm convinced I'm smelling it, okay? So I grabbed the cat, threw the cat in the back seat of the car, called the fire department. 2 fire trucks. 4 or 5 firefighters come into the house. They look from level to level. They check all of the smoke alarms. None of them were malfunctioning, but they did find in the living room that there was a carbon monoxide detector that had gone awry. So I unplugged that. They left about an hour later, and I'm still wondering how come I'm seeing this smoke. But I'm not going to lie, y'all. I was cussing. I say, how in the blank doesn't anybody else see this smoke? Everybody's blind. Everybody blind but me. So I went and got the cat, brought it back in the house, and I went to rubbing my eyes and realized that I had slept in these cheap contacts that I bought from the beauty supply store. And they always clouded over if I fell asleep in them. All right? So I'm thinking everybody else crazy but me. I'm seeing so wrong. I'm smelling smoke that doesn't exist. So I learned from that the fact that as a leader, number one, just because I see something a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that I'm seeing it the right way. And then I recognized that in order to make sure that I was aware of all of my blind spots, whether it was for a specific situation or a specific venue or whatever it was, personal life, whatever, that in order to recognize that where my blind spots were, I had to be in relationship with somebody that wasn't afraid to tell me I was wrong. And trust me, there wasn't a whole bunch of people that weren't afraid of me back then. Black and white thinker, there's no gray area, snap you up in a New York minute. I just wanted to tell you that as leaders, we can get tunnel vision. We just get into that grind. It's the day to day. I've been in this situation. I've corrected that situation. I've gone to bat here. I've been successful there. And then we can get in our ivory towers and just kind of block out all of the so-called peons. And they're the people that are going to keep us from a major disruption, if necessary, before it hits. So I call this the Joshua Complex. The Joshua Complex is when you think you're seeing everything the right way. You're in your ivory tower making decisions left and right that affect the entire organization, and you mess up to the point where eventually there's some kind of problem internally, or some product doesn't work correctly, or some service that you roll out isn't acted properly, some software program that you got that you just knew was going to help productivity has everybody on lockdown. My thing is this: I learned the hard way. Nothing is accomplished by a team of one, and the more people that you have on board systemically, that's from HR down to the break room, the better outcomes you will have.